Hey folks, so I want to do a quick video here and talk about this ribbon fire that supposedly occurred up there at the Nevada National Security Site, the NNSS, which is a very curious acronym. I've mentioned that before. NNSS, especially considering that NASA does a lot of work out of the NNSS up there, to the north of our location. But according to this here, which comes right directly from their website, that approximately 3 p.m. on Thursday, August 22nd, smoke was reported in a remote area of the Nevada National Security Site. The NNSS Fire and Rescue responded and confirmed there is a wildland fire burning in the northern section of the site. This fire is being referred to as the Ribbon Fire, and currently the burn area is estimated at 9,000 acres. The NNSS Fire and Rescue is on scene. Bureau of Land Management air assets have been requested and are expected to arrive on site in the morning of August 23rd. Okay, well, today's the 27th, and as of today, well, yesterday actually, this article was posted up. Let's see, from KBVU Las Vegas, Nevada National Security Site fire is 100% contained. At least according to Fox 5 here, it's been 100% contained. It burned nearly 8,000 acres. According to reports, no one was injured, no structures were damaged. That radiological control technicians surveyed the burned areas for radioactive contamination and reported negative results, which that kind of contradicts a little bit. I mean, if you want to do like a play on words, let's go back to the article here, or public notice. Actually, this is the public notice. If you click on public notice, it takes you to this page, which just takes you back to this page. But anyway, it says here, while the fire is burned through two contaminated areas, radiological exposure from the fire is well within acceptable bounds and poses no immediate threat to public health or safety. Now that statement there is well within acceptable bounds, okay, is a little bit different than saying that it reported negative results. That's kind of misleading as far as I'm concerned, coming from Fox 5. So I have to question that. But additionally, at this time, they say themselves that no structures or assets were in danger and that they have sent off aerial assets, which I have a short video showing that. And this was coming from Facebook. I'm, debating on whether or not I want to get back onto Facebook. I might end up going back onto Facebook. I think it's interesting when the news report stories like this and stuff, where they'll say this, make just this short, statement here that they tested the area and they reported negative results, really isn't what the National Security Site has said. They said that it's well within acceptable bounds. Okay. And we all know that when they set their so-called acceptable bounds and standards for these kind of tests and things like that they do up there, they really don't care if it has a downwind effect. They prove that over and over again. And it's interesting that right now at this particular time anyway, or rather earlier this morning at around 9:30 or so, just about 3-4 hours ago, we had the German Air Force was up there doing loops up by Tonopah and that area up in there, Warm Springs. And I don't, it just makes me nervous when I see these planes like this doing these loops and stuff like that up to the north. And now this particular fire, this ribbon fire that's going on, is up in this area here. I believe is where, yeah, here's the Nevada National Security Site up in here. So this is about the area right up in here where the fire supposedly happened and was contained. And I think that that's very curious because you got Big Butte, you have evidence of like volcanic type of activity and stuff too. So it's curious. And I mean, I'm glad that it's contained and everything, but just like these German, Air Force planes that were out here doing loops, I've seen them out here doing a lot of loops out in this area, this whole entire area here. Sometimes they'll go over by Yucca Mountain and stuff too. And let's see, Yucca Mountain is over here. Yeah, here's the Yucca Mountain nuclear waste repository, where they supposedly have buried a whole bunch of nuclear waste over here to the northwest of our location. And we're down in here, just for reference, we're down in Henderson here. This is typically where I have cameras, set up and aimed around in the skies. And right around this time when this supposed fire was taking place up there at the Nevada test range here a few days ago, well, a week or so ago, I think it was on the 20th, was when I had taken some video footage of some interesting stuff going on in the skies. Yeah, this would have been right up to the north. And this was back on the 20th, just a couple of days prior to this, wildfire breaking out up there at the National Security Site. You could see there still was some very interesting energy being detected. And this almost looks like a tornado here swirling around up there. There's just some interesting shadows and stuff going on, and it looked like there was some interesting frequencies being beamed right around the same time that this fire would have taken, place. Oh, and I thought that looked like the Michigan mitten. Yeah. I mean, what does that really? But anyway, they've been pretty active with their military exercises and red flag exercises. They were doing red flag exercises in the last couple of weeks and stuff too. So to me, it's not really a surprise that stuff would start catching fire, especially since they're playing around with plasma and electromagnetic energy and different types of nuclear propulsion. And there it is. It looks like a tornado. It looks like a cyclone going on over there up in the sky in the upper atmosphere. Thought that it was kind of curious that the news would report it and say that there were negative results reported when they did their radiological surveys and stuff, but that's not exactly what the horse actually says. Coming right from the horse's mouth, they say that it was just well within acceptable bounds. Well, who's acceptable bounds? What's the criteria? What's the standard that was set on that? I'm going to have to look into that a little bit closer. But anyway, just wanted to share that with y'all. Stay safe and mindful, folks. I don't like these freaking other countries coming here doing loops and shit like that. And this one came out of California. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Do I have a say in it? No, obviously not. Anyway, stay safe and mindful. Know that I appreciate you and that you matter very much to me.